Hey, what is up guys, Zero here, welcome back to yet another Lorcana video. I'm back. It's been quite a while, but I finally got my hands on some cards and am ready to dive into set 6 and explore the depths of the Azurite Sea. Before we get started, consider following me on my socials. I post updates on them all the time so you can keep most up to date with what I'm up to. Also, some cool content on Insta every now and again if you're interested. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subbing to this channel. We have a giveaway going on right now. I haven't forgotten, don't you worry, but this will basically be your last chance to enter because once we hit 1,000 subs, I will be giving away this set 5 Shimmering Skies Trove to one lucky winner. Just follow the directions in the description below to be entered for a chance to win. Without further ado, I'm so glad to be back. Let's get straight into it. First deck that I'm going to be piloting in set 6 is Ruby Amethyst, a color combination I'm actually not very much used to, but I really wanted to try Maui Shark out and I thought this was going to be the best color to try it in. My opponent is going to be playing Ruby Sapphire and doing very much the same. He's also going to be trying out his Maui Shark and other builds. You can check out our deck lists on the screen right now. But yeah, getting into game 1, let us check out our starting hand and mulligan. I'm going to try my best to remember to put these in all my videos, but no promises. I am very forgetful, but looks like we have a good curve already in hand. We have 1-drop Magic Broom into Flynn, 2-drop, or Madam Mim Snake if we want it. We have our Brawl. I'm going to keep the Brawl because I don't know what I'm up against yet. I know you guys know, but I don't know quite yet. And I debate if I want to keep the Queen's Castle just to be a little greedy, but I do end up deciding, you know, Brawl is our only 3-drop right now. We don't have a 3-drop character. It would be nice to have Fox or Sisu to proc our Flynn, so we are gonna go toss aside our Queen's Castle, our Shark, and our Bee King Undisputed. We can hopefully find those cards later. I really want to find a good 3-drop instead. While we don't end up finding a 3-drop, we do find some good 4-drops. We have Genie and Rabbit, so I'm not too sad that I threw the Queen's Castle back. We do also find a better 1-drop in Trinbox Followers. I think I prefer playing that over the Magic Broom in almost every scenario, so not the worst, but we hope that we find a 3-drop going into the game. But anyway, into the game, we do see my opponent did get to go first. He did get his Popsicle out, and he's getting Sail the Azurite Sea right now on his second turn. The new card in set 6, really strong. He gets to draw a card and ink an extra card this turn, so he is at 3 ink now, ramping just nicely. We did do our Trainer Box Followers on 1 and our Flynn Rider on 2, as we said we were going to do. Our opponent does get Brawl on this next turn to make sure that our Flynn does not get the free lore, and we did not find our 3-drop as we were looking for, but since our Flynn was gone on our turn 3, we get to play Flynn and our Magic Broom to continue to ramp up this pressure here. We force him to have another answer for Flynn, which he does find. We see on the next turn our opponent gets Ice Block and then Little Sisu to take our Flynn Rider out. And now with the Sisu on the board, I'm going to quest Trinabog's Followers. I'm going to use his ability to go for the draw. I want to look for cards here at this point. And with 4 ink, so here's where I had to make a decision. As you know, we did have Rabbit in hand. I'm trying to show you guys. I'm deciding between Rabbit and Genie here. I do think I make a mistake here. I decided to play Genie. My reasoning for it is I wanted to put pressure on Sisu. I didn't want it to quest for free, and I wanted to kind of threaten it maybe. But we do see on this next turn my opponent just Ice Blocks and plays another Sisu to take the Genie out. I think if it was Rabbit, we would have preferred that because we get to draw another card off of Rabbit, and Genie puts more pressure on the board. We would rather have it on the field right now, but no use crying over spilled milk. We play our Rabbit on this turn now, and we just go ahead and pass turn. We do have to worry about Sisu shift on this turn, which here we go, there it is. Sisu shifts on 6 and takes out our board. It wipes out all cards with 2 strength or less on our field. We do get the draw off of Rabbit, which is nice, but I did forget to activate Magic Broom's ability. I did want to do that, but I just kind of missed the trigger, and I just thought, oh, whatever, you know, I didn't want to go back. So definitely a mistake on our part. We could have drawn an extra card, but on this next turn, we get to fight our Maui Shark. We finally get to see it in action, a 7/5 monster. This new card, every time he challenges a card, he gets to pull an action from our discard back onto the field. But also, every time we play an action, he gains us a lore, which is very, very nice pressure if we can get him to stay on the field. I debate this move for a long time, actually, because what I have in hand right now is I have Friends on the other side, which I'm hard casting right now. And the reason I debated so long is because we don't have an action in our discard, which is the reason I played the Friends right there. And right here, we get the Friends back because we challenged this Sisu and with our Maui Shark. And from here, we play Be King Undisputed to force one of his cards. He gets his choice to the Banish pile. I would have liked to get Be King Undisputed back instead of Friends, I think. But the problem with that was I needed the Sisu to challenge, so I didn't have the option to do that. But yeah, we force our opponents be prepared here. He's going to sing it with Sisu so that he can follow up with playing Tamatoa. And again, I think about this move a little bit where I debate where if I want to play to be prepared or not. I do end up playing it, but this is kind of where I think the last move I could have done things differently, because Be King Undisputed would have been a really good play right there. Maybe I shouldn't have just shouldn't have played it last turn. I was kind of greedy. I wanted the lore from it with the Maui Shark, and also I thought maybe I could get it back, hopefully, because he didn't remove Maui Shark the last turn, so maybe he might have survived another turn. But yeah, we still get not too bad here. Our opponent plays Little Sisu, and that's it, following our Be Prepared. So we have time to develop here. I play out a library. I put a goat on top of it. Just putting up some pressure. We are going to continue to ink as well. Our opponent is thinking about what to do here. So this is kind of a monumental move here where he's thinking, should he play the Hideaway here, which he ends up doing to, I forgot how Hideaway works apparently, but yeah, it's supposed to go into our ink pile like that. But yeah, he was thinking, should he play the Hideaway or should he have inked it to play the Maleficent Dragon he has in his hand right now? And debatable if that's going to be the right move or not. You guys can comment down below if you think so. But yeah, he could only play the Hideaway because he doesn't have enough ink for the dragon now. And the good news is he takes out our library. But if he had played the dragon, we lose the goat, but we would have drawn a card off of it because he was on the library. But if the goat was gone, I wouldn't have been able to do that bouncing shenanigan right there. That gave me quite a few lore, but my library would still be on the field. So yeah, not too sure what would have been the exact right move there, but anyway, we are still going to be moving on. Our opponent finds another Tamatoa. He gets his popsicle back again. On our turn, we do have a Magic Broom. We're going to pop it to get we're going to pop it to draw a card. When I play my Elsa, we're going to exert the Tamatoa. And now that we have Fox and Goat, we're going to run both into the Tamatoa to get it off the field, because that is a pretty big threat. We do have another Goat we get to play. We get the quest with the Peter Pan that we played to get rid of his little Sisu on the last turn. And our opponent finally finds Hiram, so that now that Hiram is on the field, we start to be concerned that he's gonna start drawing into a lot of outs that we can be worried about. But yeah, he's gonna continue to dig through his deck. He's gonna look with visions, but kind of a good sign because he doesn't have much ink to do anything to us this turn at least. So we have at least one more turn to try and figure things out. Yeah, moving on to our turn again. Peter Pan comes back up. We are pretty close to victory here. We just have to find the last bit of lore needed. But great top deck. We find Queen's Castle. The other added benefit of Queen's Castle is we're not overextending here in case our opponent finds a Be Prepared. I opt to keep, I still have a Turn Box Followers that I just showed you right there in my hand. I decided not to play it just in case it does end up going off. Our opponent is counting out his ink, and I think the only way to win is if he does find a Be Prepared, and he did go through a lot of his deck with the visions. He's still looking with Sail, and he does end up finding it here with the Be Prepared. So we do lose all our characters. We gain a lore off of Goat though, and we gain 2 right now off of Castle. So we're at 19. If we find a Goat, it's over. If we find much of anything, it's over really. But yeah, we find Chernobog's followers here. Another castle, and our opponent scoops it up. Not much he can do there with so much on the board, but yeah, great game. We're going to be moving on to game 2 here. But yeah, so far a good showing of our Ruby Amethyst deck. We are up against Ruby Sapphire though, which we are normally favored against, so that is something to keep in mind for sure. But looking at our next starting hand here, we have a good curve once again. We are followers into Flynn into Fox, which is normally a really good start for sure. Maybe not so much into Ruby Sapphire, but we are going to keep it anyways. We have friends on the other side. I'm going to be a bit greedy and keep that because we have such a good start. And we're going to mulligan away Peter Pan, Elsa, and our Maui Shark. And we see here we're getting back 2 of our Flynns. So that is 3 Flynns, which I guess at least we're getting them out of the deck right now. And a castle to round it up. Of course, we did win game 1, which means we are going second once again. Hopefully we can net another victory. But yes, our opponent starts off with Ice Block on his turn 1. Ice Block always scares me more than Popsicle just because of the implications. Sisu can hit us more, Brawl can hit us more. But yeah, we get Chernobog's followers on our 1, and our opponent gets to sail the Azurite Sea on his turn 2. And we, of course, get our Flynn Rider out and hope he sticks this time. Let's see if our opponent has an answer to stop us from getting the 3 free lore, and he does in the form of Grandma Tala, which is kind of just soft because he is just going over our power so that Flynn Rider does not gain. He's pointing it out to me because he just wanted to rub it in that I'm not getting my 3 lore, but we're gonna try. I think about it for a second here. It's like, is it worth playing the Fox here to try and get Flynn's lore? And I think it is. I don't have a better turn 3 play, so might as well put the Fox out. Our opponent gets How Far I'll Go. He's gonna sing it with Grandma Tala to dig a little deeper in his deck, as well as get an extra ink. With his remaining ink, he plays Visions of the Future to continue to dig for cards. He hasn't inked yet, so there is still a chance we get Brawled this turn. So I'm kind of holding my breath, see if Flynn gets hit, and he does, of course. We're not going to be able to get Flynn off this set of games, unfortunately, but our Madman Fox stays, so we do get to sing Friends on the other side here. Try to get some more cards in our hand, hopefully find something good. Our opponent is digging for a lot of cards, so hopefully we find something with our digging as well. I play Genie on 4, get to draw a card. Our opponent does have another Brawl, so Genie does not get to stick around either. We are going through his brawls pretty quick though. He chooses not to do anything with his Grandma Tala this turn. I think he just was scared that Fox was going to challenge into her, but I do have another friend, so I get another free sing off of Fox. So Fox has been doing work for us. I'm glad I decided to play her all those turns ago. I did spend a second here thinking about what I wanted to do because I have a Queen's Castle in my hand. So I was debating between playing Library or Queen's Castle. But since I have the 1-drop Chernobog's followers, I thought it was a better. I'm going to play Library, move the Fox onto it, and play my followers. I could play Castle here, but I have a feeling that the Fox was going to be removed because I was she was exerted because I had just sung with her. So better to play the Library here and see. Now my opponent is going to challenge the Library instead of the Fox because he did not want to give me the free draw. Plus he thinks that I'm going to get the free draw here by challenging anyway, which I do. So either way, I was going to get the draw, but this way he gets to get some damage on the Library. So yeah, we have our followers out. I get to play my Queen's Castle now. My opponent only has a Grandma Tala on the board, so this looks really good for me. I'm going to go ahead and ink a card and play my Snake here. I'm going to bounce back my followers. Reason being, I have a feeling his Grandma Tala is going to do something here. He's either going to challenge my location, or he's going to, like what he does here, which is sing how far I'll go. And since it's exerted, I want something that can remove it. So Madam M Snake has enough strength to remove the Tala, which is why I decided to play it here. And we see my opponent finds a Maui to finish off my library, which is sad, but at least my castle gets to live for another day. Give me 2 lore. We're at 6 now. We're slowly gaining an advantage here, and my move ends up paying off, because now that I have Snake, I can take out the Tala with Snake, and then I can play B King Undisputed here, take out the Maui. Hopefully my castle gets to stay for another day now that we've removed a really big threat here on the board. I play out my followers. I move it over to the library, hoping it lives so I can get some extra draw. And I ink and pass turn, but no such luck. The ice block that has been there since turn 1 is going to get my followers down enough that Sisu can take it out. But castle lives to see another day, so very nice for us. We decided to play Genie here. I brawl away his Sisu, don't want to see a shift or anything like that. And I'm going to move the Genie over to the castle and hope this one sticks. And we're going to keep this up until something happens, but my opponent has a hideaway here. My castle goes away. My Genie gets to stay though. He did put a lucky dime on the board, so something to keep in mind. My opponent is at 0 lore right now, so I'm not too worried about it yet. We're just going to keep developing and trying to go for the victory here. I do have my goat. I bounced the goat so that he's safe for now. Plus he gets us another lore. My opponent finds Maleficent Dragon to finally take out the Genie after he gets a quest in, which is fine by me. I got a free quest here again with my fox. I get to replay the goat, and now I'm at 14 lore. It's starting to look like we might be able to net a victory here. My opponent procs this ice block here and goes for the Sisu, gets rid of my followers once again. He's going to challenge away my fox with the dragon and use the lucky dime to get 2 lore off of the dragon. And our goat survives, which is very good for us. I play a Peter Pan with Rush just to take out the dragon and play another goat. Now that we have 2 goats on here, we're at 16 lore. We are threatening victory very soon, because even if these 2 goats are removed right now, we will be at 18. We are mere moments away from victory. Our opponent is at 2, so it's looking like a done deal here, unless our opponent can somehow control the board enough that it just keeps us out of the game, which is a very real possibility with Ruby Sapphire, so you can't really rest on your laurels there. But yeah, my opponent has a Maui, is going to take out our goat. We only have 1 goat now. This goat is going to be able to quest if I want to, and that's going to get us to 18. If the goat gets removed, it is 19, so looking good for us. Unfortunately, my top deck is a Queen's Castle. I would just like something with a little more staying power, but we see here my opponent's going to play Vitalis Sphere, use it on to the Hiram so that he can challenge away the goat, and then he challenges the Queen's Castle with all the other characters. And here we are stuck at 19, hoping we top deck something that can survive. We find an Elsa. This is kind of a good sign. We take out the Sisu for free. This is evasive, so he can't challenge it. That's not bad at all. Let's see if my opponent can find a way out of this. It's gonna have to be some sort of removal, a Brawl or a Madame Medusa or something like that. He is going to quest with Tamatoa, look for the ice block, use the ice block before he gets rid of it with Hiram. And we see that his answer is going to have to be prepared, which I'm not too mad at. He wipes his own board to get rid of my Elsa. And on my top deck, I find a Maui Shark, another evasive threat. Something he's going to have to try and get rid of. After a Popsicle, my opponent looks, he's going to have to go again with the B prep to get rid of my Maui Shark. And again, we don't get the stick. What is our next top deck? It's Pirate's Life for the win. We only run one, so that was quite the top deck to get that win. But yeah, solid 2-0 against Ruby Sapphire here. It was a fun game. I'm happy to be back, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below what you think about the format, if you like the old one better, if you like this. Yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.